Hello everyone, I'm glad to be here to speaking about the Portuguese implementation of Datex 2. I apologize for my colleagues, but I think this is a more exciting presentation here because it talks about money. So I will give you first of all the Portuguese road network, just to characterization of the roads. Then I will present you the use cases in Portugal, talking about traffic information and management, and monitoring and supervision of contracts, money, and for the last, the Datex 2 Portuguese implementation. So, Portugal is presented in the Trans-European Road Network. We are a short country, but for now we have 94% of our road network completed. We have a national road plan, which is called the PRN 2000. We have about 2,070 state concession. We have also the EP, which means Estradas Portugal, which is Portuguese road networks with that extension. And we have also sub-concessions from that company, which is a public authority. So the role for the Estradas de Portugal is to provide public service, and they have a traffic control center which gathers information from all the concessions in the country. And we have the money part, that is the main task is supervise and oversee the management and operation of the road network. And this mission is accomplished by the EMT, which is the national authority to supervise that concessions. So the first company that I spoke to you is Estradas Portugal. They are currently supervising and coordinating the traffic control information in Portugal. They operate more than 2,000 equipments, just as CCTV, VMSs, traffic counters. They supervise and provide ITS service for end users, and they exchange information with their regional traffic control centers. And EP is also the national road operator and the entity that exchanges information with other countries and public authorities like the firefighters and other public sectors. So the vision of EP, they have a traffic control center. They manage equipment, CCTV, traffic controls, traffic sensors, SOSs, and that kind of equipments. They have a traffic management platform that allows them to exchange information and do the operation of the system and to do some management operation also. And they have also in the top layer traffic modeling software to them to explore information and do forecasting about that data. So one of the main tasks from Estradas Portugal is to exchange information with the private concessions and sub-concessions, and they are also responsible to exchange information with the public authorities like firefighters and the civil protection. And they have a large community in Portugal, which is the social networks like Twitter and Facebook. They have also a portal. They provide information in YouTube, streaming information from the cameras. And they are also responsible to put streaming on their CCTVs on the TV operators in Portugal. So, to achieve his goals, Estradas Portugal collect real-time information and travel that information from the equipments, and also they exchange information with their sub-concession in a Datex 2 protocol. They provide traffic information from end users, and they are also responsible, as I said before, to exchange data with Spain. Now, the funny part that will give you your attention is about money. In Portugal, we have private and public partnerships, and the concessions are paid an annual fee to the road to be available. If the road is available 100%, they will receive the amount of money that is established in the contract. So it's a huge contract. They have to make some patterns on the infrastructure, like road marks, indicators in road marks, like tunnels, like telecommunications, and they have to get that information in that entity, which is EMT. EP Estradas Portugal, it's also has also sub-concessions, and that sub-concessions have to provide information to EP. So, to achieve these goals, they are exchanging information. These are the nodes in Portugal that are providing information to EMT and Estradas Portugal. These nodes are exchanging information, of course, in a Datex2 protocol. And the mission of the EMT is to gather a huge amount of information, process that information, and probably that information will have a deduction of amount of money in the contracts, in the public partnerships. So they have to supervise and manage that concessions, and they have to act promptly. Imagine that they received from a concession a value that it's not in the pattern, and they have to deduct the amount of money to that concession. So EMT started to create a project with the codename it's Open Roads that tries to put a contract, a huge contract, in a simple software application like a framework or a portal, as you can call. So they are receiving information in a Datex2. They have to analyze the information and extract indicators and reports. I have a funny history. I don't know if you know, but Portugal was in a financial assistance from Troika, and the person from EMT was called to the government, and because the bills were being investigated by Troika. And they said to us, well, it was terrific because we have only to push a button, create a huge report from that system, and we deliver it to Troika so they can audit our work. It was fantastic. So it was a very good achievement with this project. So they can analyze the impact of the availability, as I said before, on the financial contracts. And they are allowed to export the information in the geographical model view. So, how was Open Roads set? By defining a methodology and a glossary of concept and process, like how road marks are measured, how do you measure the indicators of tunnels, how do you measure indicators about telecommunications. By adopting a Datex2 protocol, it was defined by creating a situation publication and a measure publication. It was also created an extension about infrastructure quality of service publication, level B. And road operators were all linked by using a Datex2 system. The activity of supervision at the concession is made, as I said, using this system. So, Open Roads allows them to know what is happening on the road. With the granularity of 100 meters, they can know how the road marks are, how the pavement, the friction coefficient, like all indicators that are in the road are measured. And based on information collected from each concessionary and reported in a Datex2 wrapping. So, how it was built? It was built using traffic information and management, real-time exchange for concessions. And because of the contracts and legislation, monitoring and supervising, the information comes by indicator. Imagine that you have telecommunication indicators coming one time a year, infrastructure measures coming by one time a month. It depends on the contracts between the government and the private concessions. So, I have a lot of funny stories to tell you, but I think my time is it's running out. So I will be glad to answer if you have questions.